I really appreciate when you guys comment, because a lot of people have asked me to make salbutes. So that's one up on the chopping block today. Go check out my video that I put up just before this one on cabbage salad, because it's going to be vital to this meal. I hope you're going to enjoy this, because this is an awesome, awesome meal. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So some people have asked me to teach you how to make salbutes, and my daughter was very excited because she loves this dinner, and she's going to make it with me, and I'll show her on camera in a little while. But for right now, we're going to start with leftovers stew chicken. Go watch my video on how to make Belizean stew chicken, and this is the easiest way to do it when you have leftovers. I wish I had more, but we're going to have to work with this. We're going to pluck all this meat off the bone with all the gravy in there and everything, okay? If you don't have leftovers and you want to make the chicken from scratch, I would advise to do some thighs, because that has more fat in it, and so it's juicier to do the salbutes. So let's show what we have on the counter. We have a crazy mess going on over here. So we have Parmesan cheese, and we can always replace this with the Dutch cheese. We have ricotta, which is in the powder form, and you can replace that with paprika. We have all-purpose white flour, baking powder, salt, the tortilla squisher. I cut a piece of the shopping plastic bag. So these are all the things that we're going to be needing. That's why I'm showing you these. Don't use the plastic bag that has fragrance on it, okay? Because you're going to taste it. We have cabbage, because this is a part of the salbutes, cilantro, tomato, my el pato that I like, the yellow peppers. You don't have to use that. You can use habanero, you can use jalapeno. And what I'm going to do first is get this cabbage sauce made before I even pick the chicken from the bone or take care of the masa part. Go watch my video for cabbage salad or cabbage sauce, whichever one I call it. I'm going to put that video up right before I put up salbutes. So go watch how to make this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to delve into the salbutes. We have 2 pounds of masa for tortilla, or at the store they call it masa para tortilla. I never buy the masa preparada because it has a lot of stuff that they've already put in the masa, and we want to put our own things. We want to have control over the situation. So I have a couple teaspoons here of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, some all-purpose flour, and I think that's a couple tablespoons. I'm going to double check for you. And I'm sprinkling the red powder ricotta. You can replace this with paprika or paprika, however you know it by. And we're just going to work this right here into a dough like we would with any kind of a flour dough, but this is corn. This is actually masa. The reason I put the flour is because the masa tends to be very moist, and then it gets sticky and it won't work well. This is the same way you would do the masa for panades stew. And I have the panades video up already, but I wanted to show you this again. And then I'm going to get the chicken plucked from the bone, get the cabbage salad ready, and then when I get back, we'll be squishing these in the tortilla maker in order for me to show you how to make the actual salbutes. So finally, Jada's on camera. She was helping me do a lot of the legwork where the salbutes is concerned. So we're going to have her right now continue making the cabbage salad. And that's right here on the counter, and then I'm going to be doing the masa. So I diced up some little yellow peppers. I said before, you can do jalapeno, you could do habanero. I like the yellow peppers because even though they're a little bit hot, they have more flavor than heat. So this is our cabbage salad. I told you to go watch my video on how to make the cabbage salad. And Jada's going to add a little bit of this fat-free Italian dressing. I like the fat-free one in this because it has more sugar. And I like the sweeter taste of this salad, and Jada's going to get it down to the bottom and work it into right now. Don't put any lemon juice, no lime juice, no vinegar. Don't put any of those things in this because we don't want this to be sour at all. We want this to be more of a sweet taste. So as Joe comes over to me, here I have the masa that I prepared. I showed you a little while ago. I have it rolled in little balls, small, medium, large, all different sizes. I have the plastic bag, and this is a regular shopping bag from the store. I have 4 cups of cooking oil in the frying pan behind me heating up, and what we're going to do is walk this over to the stove while Jada works on that salad. We already have the chicken plucked from the bone and heated, and we're going to fry this in very, very high heat. Okay, let's walk over to the stove. I use 4 cups of canola oil, and I put it in this skillet or frying pan back here. Here I have my piece of masa. Let's see if our fire is hot enough. Yeah, that looks wonderful. And I'm going to drain it in the stainless steel colander. so that we don't have all that grease sitting on the thing. In the meantime, Jada's over there squishing more of these masa for me so that we can move quickly. If you're going to be doing panades, this is the same thing you're going to do, except you're going to flip it over like an empanada, but you're not going to cook it on very high fire. You're going to cook it on a slower fire so that it can cook through and through, and the middle is not raw. So in a minute or so, we're going to flip this over. See? And we can make them bigger too. I told you I have different sizes going. So watch this one cook. First one's done. Here we have the second one going. When you're making this, you just fry as many of this as you need for the guests that you have invited or how many people are going to eat. And I figure on average a normal sized person would eat about 3 of these. But if a bigger person would probably eat 5, 6 of them. So, but I try to just stay with 3 because I don't want my weight to come back on. Jada has another one ready. We're just going to set it in here next to that. It's not going to bother the other one. And see how fast it's frying? That one's not quite done yet. So this is what we do. We just keep frying them until they're all ready. And then we're going to move everything back to the counter where we're going to assemble the salbutes. So you notice how I have my masa, or my fried, I guess what you call it, fried masa, yeah, standing, because I want all the grease to drain off of it. So here we have Jada's going to assemble her favorite meal.
So we're going to take this scrumptious little masa right here. We're going to put it on your plate. You're going to take some of this delicious chicken and put it in the middle and even that around. And then you're going to put a good salad with all the peppers, because I love peppers, because supposedly they make you lose weight. And
is that true?
I heard it somewhere, so it has to be true.
We're sprinkling Parmesan because Jada doesn't like dust cheese.
Nope.
And here we have one salbutes, and of course she's gonna eat it. Is it good? Here you have salbutes. So I want to say a special thank you to Jada for coming in here and helping me make the salbutes. I want to give a shout out to Miriam in Belize, because when I went there in 2008, she was the one that taught me how to make this scrumptious meal, and I just love that cabbage salad. And you notice the little trick is no vinegar, no lime, no lemon. It's Italian dressing. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. I love you for subscribing. Until I see you again, take care.